You can swim every single day and still feel exhausted. But if you incorporate these 6 tips, I know you're gonna improve your swimming right away. The first thing you need to do is count how many strokes you take when you swim. This is probably the most important number that you should know when you're swimming to measure how efficient you are. Now you can do this in less than 10 minutes, and what I recommend is following a simple set of 25s called countdown. All you're gonna do is you're gonna push off the wall on the first 25 and you're gonna count how many strokes you take. Then on the second 25, you're gonna take less strokes. You're gonna repeat that for 4 25s until you get to the lowest number you can take without losing the rhythm of your freestyle. So you're gonna have to have a little bit of a stronger catch, a little bit of a stronger early vertical forearm, and every single stroke you take, you're trying to swim with power. You might have to kick a little bit more, but don't kick too much off the wall because that defeats the point of the drill. So really make sure every 25, you're decreasing the number of strokes you take by increasing the amount of distance per stroke that you have. And the only way you can do that is by increasing the amount of power that you have in every single stroke. Then after you count down 4 or 5 25s, you're gonna work your way back up. And as you build back up in stroke count, you're gonna feel faster and faster, but don't shorten up your stroke. Make sure your stroke is long and strong. And this is one of the best things that you can do in less than 10 minutes to immediately improve your feel of the water and make you more efficient when you swim. Now, another way that you can improve your swimming efficiency in a short amount of time is by listening to what noises you make when your fingertips enter the water. There's a lot of inefficiency that happens just as your fingertips slide into the water. So my favorite drill for this is called silent swimming. You're actually going to listen to the noise that your hands are making when you hit the water. If you're making a lot of noise, if you're making a lot of splash, that's going to be inefficient. Splash equals noise equals slow. So it's your goal when you swim, whether it's doing the countdown drill or anything else, it's really listening to the noise that you make when you swim. Now your breathing noise and your kick, that's all okay. But when it comes to actually swimming with your hands, that is where most of the drag is being created. That's going to decrease your efficiency. So as you're swimming any type of a set, whether you're going slow, medium, or fast, it's really important that you focus on swimming with silent strokes. And even just as a coach, when I'm on the pool deck and I'm watching people swim, I can just close my eyes and I'm going to know how efficient the swimmer is because I can count how many strokes they take and the decibel level, the actual volume of how loud someone is when they swim is a huge determinant of how fast they actually are as a swimmer. So if you're trying to improve your efficiency, if you're trying to swim faster in a short amount of time, the number one thing that you can do after counting your strokes is to just listen to what noises you make when your hands enter the water. One of the most powerful things that you can do as a swimmer is to just watch yourself when you swim. Now, if you're able to record yourself just on your phone or an iPad, put your phone on the side of the pool, actually see what your stroke looks like, because a lot of the times when we swim, we think that we look a certain way. When we see ourselves on camera and on video, we can be really surprised because we think our hand was in a certain spot, or we think about our body position or even how loud we are when we swim. And when we see it, it's completely different. So you won't really be able to know how good of a job you're doing with your technique unless you see yourself swim. So I always recommend to swimmers of any level, you should always be filming yourself. Filming yourself from the side of the pool, filming yourself a straight shot, eagle eye view, even if you can do it underneath the water with a GoPro or another action camera. If you can get the side profile, you'll be able to see how you pull the water. And if you do it from the front facing view, you'll see your body position. And if you have any crossover, you can see the pull pattern that you actually make. Even if you can't film yourself underneath the water, that's okay too, because you want to be able to see at least over the water. And then you can even compare yourself and look at some of the other analysis videos that I've done and other videos online, and you can see, oh, that's what it means to have a good body position. That's what a high elbow looks like. That's what an early vertical forearm looks like. But you won't know what you look like unless you actually see yourself swim. And the only way you can do that is by filming yourself and hitting record. Watching yourself swim is great, but if you're really serious about improving your technique and learning how to swim faster, then you need to use data to level up. I gave the EOS Swim Better a try and was blown away by not only how accurate the data capture was, but also how detailed the analytics were in the web application. You just slide them on your hands and swim one length of the pool with your normal swimming technique. Then in the EOS Swim platform, you can accurately quantify your technique right there on the pool deck. You can measure the applied force of your hands in up to 6 different directions. Now, I found this most helpful in seeing what's happening both above and below the water with my stroke technique, seeing the imbalances between sides, and most importantly, understanding at what points I'm generating the most power and force in my stroke. It's really a powerful technology that was developed by scientists for serious swimmers, triathletes, and coaches. It's available with either a 90 or 15-minute recording capacity, so it's an EOS Swim Better for individual swimmers, squads, and teams. Now you can record all of the strokes and sync up footage to see the force meter in real time with your stroke, and I think that's pretty cool. So if you're ready to level up your swimming, head over to the link in the description and use my exclusive discount code to get your own EOS Swim Better. Now, a big mistake I see a lot of swimmers make is doing the wrong type of warm-up and drills before the main set. Now, it's really important that you actually warm up and do the right drills that correspond to the workout that you're about to do. For example, if you're about to do a big breaststroke workout, it doesn't make sense to do a lot of freestyle drills and vice versa. If you know you're going to do a lot of freestyle, doing a bunch of backstroke and butterfly drills is not the most efficient use of your time. You got to remember, the whole point of a warm-up and doing drills is to get the right muscle activation. So when you get into the main set, those muscles are already firing and your technique is already on point. That makes the main set a lot more efficient and you're using your time more effectively in the water. So some of my favorite drills, if you're doing long aerobic freestyle, is really working on your catch, setting up an early vertical forearm, and really anything that you can do to increase the surface area of which you pull, that's the most important thing. If you're trying to do a little bit more speed work, you're gonna have to work your fast twitch muscles. So making sure you do the drills and warm up necessary to get your heart rate up and really burst, that's what you gotta do. If you're trying to do a little bit more breaststroke, maybe 2 kicks, 1 pull, a little bit more rest, really getting your distance per stroke on point. If you're doing butterfly, of course, do butterfly drills, and backstroke, same thing. So it's really important, if you want to swim faster in a short amount of time, just make sure you're doing the correct warm-up before you get into the main set, and that'll make your workout that much more efficient. The hidden secret that all the best swimmers know is you finish a workout the way that you want to start your next workout. So if you have 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour to do a workout, you want to make sure the last few strokes, the last few 25s, and the last couple of minutes, you are swimming with the best technique possible. You have silent strokes, great distance per stroke, and you're really swimming with a lot of efficiency and setting your body up and your mind for how you want to start your next workout. A huge mistake you can do is swimming with a lot of intensity and then you completely fall apart in the cool down. You disregard it, you do some dolphin dives, and that's fun, but it's not setting yourself up for how you want to start the next workout. So it's critical, if you're serious about swimming faster and getting to the next level, you finish every single workout the way that you want to start the next one. And if you can apply that concept, you will swim faster in a very short period of time. Give it a try and happy swimming.